At the end of April 2025, the celestial bodies are preparing a revolution that will irreversibly change the lives of the Pisces sign. For powerful planets, as if freed from their shackles, break out of the retrograde zone, where they have long held back positive energies, generating fears and a sense of hopelessness. This astrological storm promises to break the bonds of the past. Fake relationships, financial difficulties, deep-seated fears, and old debts will be dispelled like ashes. Those Pisces who dare to take their destiny into their own hands will see a whole new person in the mirror in just a few months. Love, prosperity, success, and spiritual renewal will become not just a dream, but a tangible reality. On April 26, when Mercury completes its retrograde motion, Pisces will have its moment of truth. The voice of fate will be clearly heard. Thought processes will undergo dramatic changes, as if the fog that has been shackling the mind for the past month has dissipated. Confusion and fear will give way to clarity and confidence. Mercury, the planet of communication, intelligence, and informed decision-making, will break free from negative energy, giving Pisces the opportunity to speak openly and persuasively. Internal discord will be replaced by a crystal-clear understanding of who is a true friend and who is an enemy, where to go next and what to demand from life. Pisces' innate intuition will be sharpened to the limit, allowing them to read people unmistakably, as if possessing the gift of clairvoyance. What was previously felt only as an anxious premonition, will now become a clear knowledge of where the truth is, where the lies are, and where the chance for success lies. Many Pisces who are still feeling insecure will receive concrete signs, tempting offers, important calls and new opportunities that previously slipped through their fingers. What will these signs and offers be? What doors will open for Pisces? The answers to these questions will be revealed very soon, and they promise to be very exciting. Imagine the situation: a person who has persistently ignored your appeals or kept you in a state of uncertainty for months suddenly takes the initiative and offers to enter into an agreement on your terms. However, this is where the immutable rule comes into play: lying, especially to yourself and others, is fraught with serious consequences. Mercury, freed from retrograde motion, mercilessly punishes hypocrisy, especially self-deception. The slightest attempt to put on a mask can lead to complete collapse. Only absolute sincerity to oneself and others opens doors that until then had remained tightly locked. People born under the sign of Pisces, with their developed intuition, open heart and ability to perceive the invisible, get an incredible advantage: the opportunity to declare to the world about their innermost dreams and immediately receive support. For Pisces, April 26 becomes the starting point, the first step towards stepping out of the shadows. Those who realize this moment will rush upward, to new heights. Those who succumb to fear may not be consumed by old anxieties, but they will not be able to escape their captivity. On April 30, 2025, Jupiter completes its retrograde motion. For Pisces, this means the opening, without exaggeration, of the Golden Gate. The universe is removing the last obstacles from their path to success. Jupiter, the planet of growth, good fortune and great happiness, is finally coming out of its retrograde loop. Everything that has been held back since last year begins to develop rapidly in a favorable direction for you. These changes will be felt especially strongly by Pisces, who have an active second house, responsible for finances and values, and the 10th house, symbolizing career, status and recognition. This means that issues related to money, work, important acquaintances and even authority in the eyes of others, come to the forefront and begin to work in your favor. Before this moment there could be inexplicable delays: promised payments were postponed, successful interviews were not continued, important negotiations were interrupted at half a word. Now the situation is changing dramatically. An opportunity that seemed to be slipping away is suddenly in your hands. Celestial Jupiter, known for its generosity, favors only those whose thoughts are pure and sincere. Representatives of the sign of Pisces, who have long dreamed of great achievements and a bright future, will finally get a deserved share of luck. However, those who tried to achieve the desired deceitful way or relied on chance, will face different consequences. It is likely that Pisces expects an unexpected promotion, a proposal for the realization of a significant project or the return of a long-forgotten debt. Experienced mentors and influential patrons may appear on the horizon, ready to open new horizons and opportunities. Don't be surprised if you get a chance to get a dream job and move to a desired city, region, or even country. Imagine a humble Pisces, who for years steadfastly endured financial difficulties, and suddenly finds himself in a leadership position or becomes the owner of his own business. This is not just a dream, but a very real prospect for those who will be active and courageous on April 30th. However, there is an important condition: you need to let go of the past. Jupiter is inexorably moving forward and does not intend to burden itself with old attachments. If you stubbornly hold on to toxic people, unloved work, or your own fears, new opportunities can fly by like a mist train. On May 2nd, the planet Mars completes its retrograde motion, which will mark a period of blossoming for Pisces. Women born under this sign will feel a surge of strength and self-confidence, becoming almost invincible. The influence of this astrological event will spread to all women, regardless of age, awakening in them a sense of attractiveness, energy, and inner strength. Mars' exit from retrograde will be the beginning of a new phase for Pisces, especially for those whose ascendant is in this sign. The appearance of these women will turn into a powerful tool of self-expression. The energy of Mars will transform their appearance, filling them with radiance and confidence. If they were previously insecure or had difficulty in choosing a style, now they will begin to radiate light and attract attention. Women in their 50s and 60s will see a particularly noticeable change. A woman with an ascendant in Pisces will suddenly find that her attractiveness returns and even intensifies. Ease of movement, a confident look and femininity will become her new credo for the coming months. She will not need much effort to attract the attention of others. Her intuitive sense of beauty will begin to work with maximum force, allowing her to unmistakably choose a style that emphasizes her best features. She will feel not just beautiful, but magnetically attractive. The energy of Mars will manifest itself through action and activity. Pisces women will strive for self-realization in a profession or hobbies, with their appearance playing an important role. This period will be a chance for them to discover new possibilities in image, combining inner softness with a confident appearance. This may take the form of updating their closet or switching to a new style that reflects their inner strength. Women with an ascendant in Pisces can literally be reborn externally. In just 1 month, they will feel how they are able to attract the eyes of others. Their intuitiveness, sense of style and ability to find harmony with the world will create an aura of attractiveness. They will use their vigor and activity to open new horizons in life. Whether it's advancing in their career or finding their purpose, their appearance will be an added advantage, allowing them to feel more open and confident in themselves, their actions, words, movements and attitudes. So, as of May 2nd, Pisces women will finally feel renewed, confident and strong. May 16th will mark an important astronomical event. Venus will complete its retrograde motion. This day will herald the rebirth of love, harmony, and the restoration of broken bonds. Before this date, many Pisces sign representatives felt as if in isolation, where love seemed an unattainable dream. The last few months, the relationship has dragged like a fetter, and the fear of loneliness, old resentments and unfulfilled hopes created a sense of stagnation. However, after May 16th, the situation will change dramatically. It will be like a champagne explosion, when sparks of joy, magic, and true harmony will burst into Pisces' life. Venus' departure from retrograde motion will free them from the burdens that have been dragging them to the bottom. What will change? For Pisces, whose personal or friendly relationships have been at an impasse, it will be a time of renewal. This will especially affect those who have active 2nd and 7th houses, responsible for finances and relationships, stability, and partnership. It is these areas that will come to the forefront. Venus leaving its retrograde phase will bring lightness and harmony. Those who have experienced painful ruptures will be able to start new, happier relationships, and some will even restore what seemed lost forever. This period will present a chance to meet faithful people with whom you can start a profitable business, realize an interesting project or experience true love. Astrological forecast for those born under the sign of Pisces portends a period of significant changes and transformations, the intensity of which directly depends on the date of birth. The first dean, February 20th to March 1st, will feel the powerful influence of Venus, aimed at restoring harmony in relationships and expanding the circle of communication. This time is favorable for reconciliation and networking, but will require a willingness to let go of past hurts and move forward. The second decan, March 2nd to 11th, will focus on practical tasks. Venus' exit from retrograde will open up new prospects in the financial sphere and professional endeavors. Partner relationships will reach a qualitatively new level, gaining true harmony and mutual understanding. The third decan, March 12th to 20th, will have the opportunity to restore your self-value and strengthen personal boundaries. Venus will favor the birth of true love and fateful meetings with people who can become loyal friends, reliable partners, or valuable allies. The main condition for realizing this potential is openness and a willingness to change. A unique boomerang of conscience will burst into the life of Pisces. After Mercury, Jupiter, Mars and Venus leave the retrograde zones, the return effect will take effect. The good will return in multiples, and injustice, deceit and attempts to harm Pisces will inevitably turn against those who dared to such actions. Pisces have a unique ability to sense insincerity and lies. They unmistakably detect when they are being attempted to be used or manipulated. If they allow themselves to let go of old grudges and stop repressing their feelings, the moment of just retribution will come with the planets coming out of retrograde. The universe, like an impartial judge, will bring everything back to normal. The energy of good deeds, generous deeds, displays of love, compassion, loyalty and honesty will support Pisces in their quest for harmony and success. However, Pisces, especially those who have active 8th, house of transformation and karmic debts, and 12th, house of seclusion, secrets and hidden forces, houses of the horoscope, should avoid thoughts of revenge. Otherwise, the boomerang effect may turn against them. If they are guided by the principles of love and justice, the evil directed against them will return to its source. Let's imagine such a picture: people who unselfishly helped representatives of the sign of Pisces, eventually repaid in gratitude. Sooner or later, such an act is sure to return boomerang, reminding of itself. I wonder how this effect of boomerang of conscience. Even if generous Pisces forgive the offender, not holding a grudge in his heart, life can surprise. The offender may again find himself in a situation where Pisces will play an important role, either to come to the rescue, or their paths will cross again, reminding of the past ugly situation. So, the representatives of the sign of Pisces should open their hearts to the coming changes. Everything that happens in their lives ultimately leads to happiness and self-realization. Do not cling to the past, because ahead of them awaits a meeting with themselves, with the present and renewed. It is necessary to let go of fears and resentments, because the universe has already prepared a generous gift for them. The strength of Pisces lies in their innate goodness and unwavering faith in the best. It is these qualities will open up new horizons and opportunities for them. Let them go boldly towards their destiny. Their most cherished dreams are already much closer than they think.